We're trying to figure out if something's racist here.
Hey now.
I'm an expert on spotting that.
Artie seems to... No. All right, here we go. The North Miami Police, somewhere in Miami, dropped a swimming requirement for applicants, saying they need new officers and want to encourage blacks to sign up. Now, that's racist, right?
No, why would that be? If they dropped the tennis requirement.
Right.
Do you think that's
the same thing?
Is that what they're saying? In other words, like, most blacks come from poor economic backgrounds, so they don't learn how to swim?
Yeah, they don't have a bunch of swimming pools around.
Yeah, well, I just said that to one of the interns back there, and they were saying, no, that's not it. Blacks can't swim. I said, no. I said, what are you talking about? The black is not any different than the white, except for skin color.
Well, they are the better athlete.
And they were saying, no, that a black is less buoyant.
Oh, that's ridiculous. That's racist.
Didn't Al Campanis say that?
Al Campanis said some of the craziest stuff you've ever heard in your life.
He's still alive or he's dead?
I think he might be dead.
I think he's dead, yeah.
Yeah, that was like 17 years ago, and he was old then, but...
He was like an old white guy who...
I always get what he said and what Jimmy the Greek said mixed up.
Yeah.
Jimmy the Greek might have been the boy. I don't want to...
The black is less buoyant than the white.
I don't want to credit that brilliant quote to the wrong man.
Was that the guy who said there was an extra... No, something about a bone in the ankle?
That was Fred who said that.
Oh, that's Fred.
Is that true?
That happens to be true.
That a black has an extra bone in his ankle?
That's why they're superior in the NBA.
Yeah. The extra...
Whoa. Who said that?
I have no idea.
Oh, you're joking.
Nice kid.
Oh.
I was going to say, wait a minute.
The extra bone thing, I think, is Jimmy the Greek.
No, I don't think he even said it.
I don't even know that was Al Campanis.
Might have been Gary.
Al Campanis, Ted Koppel had him on to commemorate the 40th anniversary of Jackie Robinson getting into the major leagues. And Koppel asked him why more, black people aren't in front office jobs. And I think Campanis actually said because they lack the mental skills.
I think, that's the way he went with it.
Yeah, it was crazy.
The black lacks the mental skills to swim. I mean, you're talking about a series of thoughts that have to go through your head. It's not a put-down. That's great. I love the old guys. What?
I just wanted to make sure I had it right.
Yeah.
Al Campanis on Nightline with Ted Koppel said that blacks can't swim because they don't have buoyancy.
Right.
All right. So it was Al Campanis.
Yeah. See, so there are facts that back that up.
Al's facts.
The facts of Al Campanis.
he worked for the Dodgers at the time. I think he was the GM. He literally got fired, I think, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't even get out of the TV studio.
Yeah, they fired him at the studio while he was still on air.
Koppel kept going, Al, I'm going to give you one more chance to
straighten this up,
to explain this. And everything he said got worse and worse.
Wasn't he the inventor of the Schvoogie buzzer? Gary had the Schvoogie buzzer. Gary worked at a store in Hempstead, Long Island, which is a pretty tough neighborhood. And a whole big shopping strip there. I remember my mom used to take me there to shop. I was frightened out of my mind. I mean, she'd go, I don't care. I'm not going to those malls. I like when the stores are laid out. I don't like a mall. I go, Mom, we're in Hempstead. I know you don't like a mall. But do I need to shake in my pants every time I go? Oh, stop. Who's bothering you? She was right. No one bothered me. It's just scary.
Yeah, well, what was wrong with you? Why were you shaking?
I was bothered.
Yeah.
I had to call my mom from Robin Hood once to come pick me up because there was a bunch of guys out there that wanted my wallet or whatever.
Well, somebody was doing something to you.
Yeah, well, I had gone to school all day where people had done things to me. I just assumed when I went to Hempstead more things would be done to me.
But can you say Gary didn't have a Schvoogie buzzer? Gary worked in a place.
He worked at a place with a Schvoogie buzzer.
You were in charge of the Schvoogie buzzer.
You operated it.
I didn't operate it. I didn't in charge of it.
Gary worked at a store, and when black people would come in to shop,
he'd be in the back.
He'd have to hit a special buzzer.
No. The guy up front would hit the buzzer.
And what would that
Gary would be the person who came out because the buzzer was running.
I was security.
Right. Oh, you had to follow the black people around.
At 15 years old. One buzzer meant...
And he called it the Schvoogie buzzer?
No, you guys called it that. The guy just... My first day there, he goes, listen.
We called it that.
He never said that.
Yeah, how did he explain it?
He didn't say that it was for black people.
Right.
He just said that...
That's smart.
Said it was for college.
He goes, here's the deal.
He was hip.
They have an extra bone in their ankle.
He goes, there's a lot of trouble in this area. There's, you know, it's a bad neighborhood. He goes, people come and go through the store all the time. He goes, when I buzz once, it means there's some people out here that I think need to be have an eye kept on them.
Right.
When I buzz twice, it means there's a lot of people out here
They need an eye on them.
And if I buzz 3 times, it means call the police. And it just so happened that in the whole summer I worked there, out of the 12 times he buzzed, it was never a white person.
Right. It was always for black people.
If I buzz 4 times, it means the Knicks are outside.
So let me ask you something. If a black person walked in, the buzzer went off.
Yes, exactly. That was exactly it. It wasn't even like there's black people who scare me.
Right.
There's black people.
Yeah, there's blacks in here.
So, would you call that racial profiling?
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a nice word for what it is.
A pretty clear definition of it, yes.
The darker the skin, the amount of buzzes went up.
And I got a blick!
I got a real black here.
Blick!
When you just heard, that meant Wesley Snipes walked in.
I told you I got on Saturdays. On Saturdays, my only job was I was a stock boy, but on Saturdays I would stand at the front of the store just in general because the store would get so crowded.
Yeah.
And one time he came up to me and he goes, "Could you, those people over there, just keep an eye on them. I want you to follow them as they walk through the store." But of course, again, they were black.
Right.
So I'm like trailing behind. What am I going to do? I'm only 14 or 15 years old.
You haven't gotten the technique down.
Can't even do anything. And the guy obviously saw I was following him, and he threatened to beat the crap out of me.